Alright, Faggots, this is going to be a part 2 of the AK Buyer's Guide. Caliber choice when looking for an AK of a specific type. So, you have your three basic calibers in AKs. Okay, you have your 545 by 39, which is your AK-74. You have your 7.62 by 39, which is your AK-47. And you have your 5.56 or 223, which is... in some AK platforms. You can get most AK platforms in the 5.56 nowadays. So, I get PMs out the ass about which one should I get, which one is the best, which one is the best deal, which one would, serve me best for whatever I'm doing. Well, I am personally going to go ahead and say straight up that the 5.45 by 39 is the best AK cartridge that a civilian can get. Because, for one thing, the 5.45 by 39 has a hollow point, but it's not, it's not like your typical hollow point. It's got a hollowed out cavity in the tip of the bullet, which causes it to tumble and yaw when it hits flesh. Now, the 5.56 fragments when it's out of a proper length barrel, but when you get down into your shorter barrels, like your 11.5 inch, your 10 inch, your 7 inch, this round sucks ass. And it does not maintain its proper ballistics speed to fragment properly. So that pretty much throws this out of the equation. And if you buy an AK in 5.56, you may as well do nothing but dirt shoot with it. And that wouldn't make any sense because 5.56 223 is way more expensive than surplus 5.45 and just about the same price as 7.62. So you'd really be better off getting either one of those over a 5.56 unless you're an American fanboy and you love the 223 or 5.56, so you want to, have a little hermaphrodite AK child or whatever. So, next song goes to 5.45 versus 7.62 by 39. 7.62 by 39 has copious amounts of recoil compared to the 5.45 by 39. I don't have a problem with either amount of recoil, but I'm saying the 5.45 by 39 has significantly less recoil than the 7.62 by 39, thus making this round being able to be rapid fired in more succession and more accurately put rounds downrange. Also, this round is more accurate than the 7.62 by 39, shoots farther, flies straighter, flatter. The 7.62 by 39 Full Metal Jacket round has similar ballistics to a 30-30. Therefore, it sails through its targets and has a horrible rainbow trajectory, so this round is pretty much shit, and is only good for dirt shooting, and Durka Durka Muhammad Jihad Allah. So, pretty much it comes down to the 5.45. I just keep trying to get it to stand up, but it doesn't want to cooperate. The 5.45 by 39, the Afghans called it the Devil's Bullet, and when Russia invaded Afghanistan, which was pretty much Russia's Vietnam, Russia did get its ass kicked in that war, but that's because that country has been trying to be taken over for thousands of years and no one's been able to do it. I wonder why, because those people are very resilient. Anyway, on to the point. This round is mostly surplus corrosive, which means you have to take extra care when cleaning your rifle after shooting this round. For the most part, you can buy non-corrosive rounds, but they're expensive. This round here is out of a 1080 round spam can, which is $129 per spam can on AIM Surplus. So that means you can get 2,160 rounds of ammunition from AIM Surplus in a crate for $280 shipped to your house. So that's 2,160 rounds for $280. And that is an extremely good deal on the market today since ammo is out the ass these days. So I want to talk about the magazines for these rounds. Your typical 7.62 by 39 magazine is going to be a surplus steel Eastern European Comblock magazine. This one is in particular is Bulgarian. These steel magazines are very rugged, very reliable. They feed great. You can treat them like shit and they'll still work. You can crack someone's head open with them and then chunk it in your gun and slap 30 rounds into the dirt, no problem. However, these magazines are heavy. You can get them in a polymer variation. They're just as good as the metal, in my opinion, if you get the correct ones, which is the Bulgarian Circle 10 magazines. But for the most part, the cheapest magazines you're going to find are, in fact, the surplus steel magazines. The 5.56 and 223 you have your aluminum GI magazines, you have some steel magazines, I don't have any at the moment, and you have your PMags. PMags I thought were good at first, but then I realized you can only put 29 rounds in them, and if you drop a PMag like that, the rounds will fly out of the top. So PMags are pretty much out of the equation for me. They're too expensive. They're like $2 or $3 more than an aluminum GI magazine, which feeds wonderfully, and it does not, rounds don't fly out of it when you drop it like that. So, but it's still aluminum, so you step on it, you're going to break the tack weld on it. Once again, the winner comes out to be the AK-74 magazine. These magazines are steel lined. What that means is the lips here and here that hold the round inside of the magazine are steel. So all this is steel all around here, and the lips are steel, and the front locking lug is steel. The rear locking rear locking lug is steel. The tab runs all the way down here to the back of the magazine, which enforces the entire magazine. There's also a steel plate in the bottom of the magazine here and here. So you can literally just try your hardest to just demolish this magazine, and you probably will fail because of how wonderfully reliable these magazines are, and they're extremely lightweight when fully loaded because they're polymer, yet they have the same tensile strength as a steel magazine would. So when it comes down to it, the 5.45x39 round pretty much wins out in every category there is to win in. It's superior to the 5.56 in ballistics. Everyone wants to bitch and argue about that, but it is. I'm sorry, it's just the way it is. This round will maintain its killer ballistics out of an 8-inch barrel Krinkov while not having copious amounts of penetration to the point where it makes the round useless and dangerous to use for self-defense. This bullet is the perfect self-defense round because you can shoot it out of a gun like a PDW Krinkov. PDW stands for Personal Defense Weapon. And it will maintain its yawing and tumbling ballistic tendencies, therefore ripping and tearing flesh out of an 8-inch barrel. And that is by far the most appealing thing about the 5.45x39 cartridge, because it is small, it tumbles, it does not have a lot of penetration, so you don't have to worry about collateral damage when using it in a self-defense situation. Tried to make that quick. Hope that helps. When you're in the market for buying an AK, that's 7 minutes. Holy shit, that's retarded. Get ready.